Hey Flutter developer, if you want to show a tooltip, a drop-down menu, or maybe do onboarding or explanation of a new feature to the user, then the overlay class and overlay portal are the right widgets for you. So let's get started. If you stick till the end, I'll show you how to build overlay with cutouts that will highlight specific widgets on your screen and how to add explanation text with images and animations. The overlay is a stack-like widget which is initially created by the navigator once your app starts. In order to add to the stack, we need to use overlay entry. So let's do that. Let's create a button that will trigger the overlay. An overlay elevated button is just fine. Show overlay. Let's create the method show overlay. Let's create our first overlay entry. We need to pass in the builder. And yeah, we can change the position maybe to 300, so it's close to the center. We need to use a material widget, otherwise it doesn't inherit the theme. And yeah, we can remove the container, we don't want that. And the button, so yeah, this should be fine. And also we need to create the field overlay. Let's do that. Yeah, since now we created the overlay, let's show it by using the overlay of context insert of overlay. Let's see if this works. Yeah, cool. So as we can see, we have our first overlay. In order to remove the overlay, we need to call overlay entry remove. Yes, as you can see, it works just fine. So that's overlay entry and overlay. If you want a more fine-grained control, then we can use the overlay portal. In order to use the overlay portal, we need to create an overlay portal controller. Now we can wrap a widget with the overlay portal. For example, let's have a text widget that says this is a cat, and we can wrap it with the overlay portal controller portal. It requires us to set the controller and to use the overlay child builder that requires us to return a widget. Let's return an image and let's set it to width and height to be 300. And we can also again position it since it's a stack. Let's see how this looks. So in order to show the image or the tooltip, we need to actually call the controller.show, and we can check if it's showing. Then we can say to the controller hide overlay. Load it here. So as we can see, the cat is showing. Maybe we can just move it a bit down. Yeah, this looks better. We can also call the controller dot toggle instead of tracking it manually. It will do the same thing, basically toggle the tooltip. So this is the overall controller. It's a pretty simple but yet fine-grained control over the tooltip. So we can have multiple ones and then call it whenever we need and change their positions. Using the overlay, if we show the tooltip, it will follow us to the next page. But if we use the overlay portal, it will only stay on this page, will not continue to the next page. And if we go back, it will still show it. Let's create a custom painter to highlight a specific widget with the overlay. and add some images and text to it. So let's get started by creating a button. This will say that it generates an image. And when we press it, we will go or overlay. Okay, so let's create a show overlay. Again, we need an entry point for the overlay. And yeah, position, we need actually a global key in order to get the position of the elevated button. So let's set a key. So now we can get the render box of the generate image button. And we also need to generate the overlay field. Let's do that and make it nullable. In order to make a cutout, we will need actually to create a custom painter. So let's do that. Okay, let's override the missing methods. So paint false. And we need to paint it, but first we need to get the size of the highlight and offset of the highlight, which is actually the position. And we can also do like optional radius. So let's create a constructor for this. And now in the painter, we need actually to create a paint. We can set the color to be, say, black 4. 4 should be fine. In order to make a cutout, we need to say to the canvas draw path. And the first path will be combine, and the operation will be operation difference. So the first path is the background. So we need to guess the size of the screen. We didn't define that. We need to add it here. So we're creating the first path. And we need to add a rect, since it's a rectangular screen. And let's create it from the rect left, top, right, or bottom. So the left and top are 0, the right is screen size left, the bottom is screen size dot height, and the screen radius is 0. The second path is going to be the shape that we want to cut out. In this case, it's going to be a rectangle. So let's again create a new path and then add a rectangle, and again use it for the same top, bottom, right. We can pass in the highlight radius. Left will be the highlight offset. Top will be again the highlight offset. Right is the highlight offset X plus the highlight size. And the bottom is the offset Y plus the highlight height. pass it here. Okay. Let's format this and see what's going on. Okay. Let's see, so we have some complaints here. Let's put the text here. This can be formatted now properly. And yeah, so the painter is ready. We can use it now. See if this is correct. So yeah, we're using the highlight painter. We're getting the screen size, render box size, render box local to global, and highlight radius 10. Yes, too much. Yeah, great. So we created the highlight with the background. Let's see how it looks. Oh yeah, we didn't actually insert it. We need to call the overlay and insert the highlight. And while we edit, let's also remove it. So if it's already shown, then let's generate it. So yeah, as we can see, there is a bit of spacing unnecessary, but yeah, and clicking on the image on the button doesn't work because the highlight is taking the click or hijacking it with the hit test. So we need to say that it's not consuming the click. So we need also to reload it here. And now it works properly. We can increase the radius, I guess, here to 16. It'll look a bit better. Maybe 32. Yeah, now it looks a bit better. So we have still some excess padding, and that's yeah returned from the size because yeah content padding of the button is increased, but we can remove it like remove it like 4 as the default padding. Cool. So as we can see, that's how it is to create a simple overlay that highlights widgets. We can even improve this by adding a stack and showing a text widget, for example. And yeah, let's use this and the overlay that explains law. We can also add an image that will show how it can look. Let's wrap it with a color, an image from the network. And again, yeah, use some random images here, which is fine, there's no source. And set 50, for example. Okay, let's see now what happens. Let's reload it. We generate, we can see, yeah, it looks pretty decent, but we are missing the material thing. So let's wrap it with the material widget and set the color to be transparent. So that, yeah, it's not okay. We need to position the top a bit more. So let's say like render box white. Yes. We can change the material color to be white instead of transparent so that we can see a nice box like this. So as you can see, that's how we can create an overlay with cutouts and custom widgets on top of it. If you like my content and want to see more, please consider subscribing to my channel and sharing my content. Thanks, and until next time.